Hi, my name is Chris Roy. I've been analyzing and trading stock and options for about 13, 14 years. Been managing money for about 9 of those years on Wall Street for institutions and individual investors. And I am very sick today. I'm a little under the weather. I have a pretty bad cold, but I can't miss a day like today. So welcome to the Tycoon Report market wrap-up. We decided to put these together because of the recent market turbulence you've been experiencing. We don't have to worry about that today, though. Every week at about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I give you the market summary, and I show you that there's always a bull market somewhere. Today we had a record-breaking day. It's the S&P's largest percent gain in 69 years, and it's the Dow's biggest gain ever. The rebound was fueled by a bunch of governments that came in to add liquidity and shore up the financial system. Let's take a quick look. Here's a intraday chart, a 5-day intraday chart. What you see highlighted in green is today's action. Market ripped about, what was it? Let's go back to this. Market ripped about 12% today on the New York Stock Exchange. The others between 11 and 11.5%. Anyway, the S&P ripped much higher today. Here's the S&P broken down by sector. This is just one day's action. You can see that energy was the strongest sector of the day. Materials ripped higher. Commodities have just been getting their butt kicked, and so you see a big rebound in commodities today. And I think that's pretty much what today was about. It was about a rebound, and of course we're happy to get the news. Over the weekend, the global, governments decided to get together and make a joint effort and cooperate. That's all great. It is big news, but I think that we were just looking for an excuse to rally. Here is what the market has done over the last 30 days. That's including today. So you can see that all these sectors were down about 35%. Now they're only down about 20 to 25%. So we still have a lot of work to do on the upside, but this is just in the last 30 days. So we got a huge rebound, and the reason we got that rebound, or the reason you'll hear about it on the news, is that we got several governments that took steps to shore up the financial system over the weekend. But like I said before, we were way oversold, and my feeling is we just needed an excuse to rally. We had about 8 days of constant losing. Worst week in stock market history, so you expect a big rally after that. Members of the Trend Rider and readers of the Tycoon Report know that I said that it's likely we get a big spike. But again, I just think we need an excuse to rally. And I think that the market will continue a little bit further, but you have to focus on being in the right sectors, because I'm telling members of the Trend Rider which sectors to stay away from, which ones to be interested in, because when this market turns back around to test the lows again, certain sectors are going to suffer more than others, and those are the ones that I'm going to be making bearish profits on. The U.S. is expected to outline a plan of its own as soon as tomorrow, possibly the next day, but most likely tomorrow, and that's probably going to cause a continuation of the rally that we saw today. Banks and treasury markets were closed today in observance of Columbus Day, so we're going to have a clearer picture of how the credit markets are going to react to what happened over the weekend tomorrow. Be sure to read tomorrow's Tycoon Report. It's a big one. It's very important. It's not things that I can say within 5 minutes. I try to keep these videos 5 minutes or shorter. Here's the S&P 500. You can see, the S&P obviously made a doji. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's a candlestick pattern that is typically a reversal pattern. We talked about it yesterday with members of the Trend Rider. And the red line that you see right here is where you'll probably find some resistance when the market tries to rally. There's one point of resistance. You can find it on the Dow Jones. Also, you'll see that tomorrow in tomorrow's Tycoon Report. But it looks like we got about another 10, maybe 15% upside left before we run into resistance. I'm going to be taking some bearish positions at that point. If we don't run into resistance right here, let's see. Hold on a second. We don't run into resistance right here at this level on the S&P 500, because this is the old support level, but it wasn't much of a support level, and neither was this. But you might find some resistance right around here, and then look for the market to turn around and retest the lows. Now, this might take a week, or it might take a month. Maybe it'll happen after the elections, depending on who gets voted in. This is usually the point where I show you that there's always a bull market somewhere, but I'm going to leave this part blank for now. Thank you, Maya, for telling me that it's dinner time. Alright. I will see you next Monday. That was not a setup, by the way.